Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Mevis good on the extra point. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a big number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. Warrior 70. Set, go.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Shut up.
They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now.
To throw is McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw. And fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That is intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And Viking 18. 70 ring. 19 Lions. Street. Dragon 60. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be they'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go!
Receiver in motion, going right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19 tight. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now, faking the give. Open man, left side. He's got it. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut it. 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run. First down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, 49ers. Nevis good on the extra point. And the 49ers move out on top 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Cougar 19. Get it. Get it.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll send him over to the left.
Go.
On second down, here's McCarthy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Panther 60. Let's go.
Slot receiver headed right. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. In motion, it's Jackson. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That one intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the 49ers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Go! Bronco 80.
His drive will start on the ground, and he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
We'll come to the line now on second and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a third down and 4.
Ready, ready! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates! Ready!
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On the jump! Here we go, set! Hut, hut.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Here we go, here we go!
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Taking off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's second and 6.
Set! Go!
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll take off again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They'll come up to third and 3.
Come on, set! Cup 19! Cup 19! Set, go!
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go. Into the secondary. Past the 15. Whoa. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
It's a pickup of 61 yards. First down, 49ers.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Kyle Shanahan now will turn to his field goal unit. This a 44-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Niners extend the lead to 24-0. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ready. Hut, hut.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Slot man in motion right. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
70 Timberwolves. Check go.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 39 yards.
Ready.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 18 Rattler.
To throw, it's McCarthy. His throw left side is complete.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Now a give on the ground. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That's hard. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Shut up. 60 Bison. Get up.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. This one is caught by Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Now a run on 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get this only to about the 10. Second down and 8. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, 49ers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
switch. Rocco switch. Go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Right back to him on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.